Hedera Hbar. Now, Hedera is one of these networks that can do this, and I am going to be showing you some very promising evidence as well. You will actually be shocked. I mean, if you don't know much about the Hedera network in general, but this is why a lot of people are missing out, and the masses still don't know this about Hedera at all. Only the Hbar holders are people that are interested in Hedera in general. We do have a few updates coming from Hbar Foundation, creators Calaxy, and it is actually a new partnership. They're partnering with someone else, and we also have some news coming in from Hashport. Of course, we will be looking at the price action for both Hbar and Source today, so all I ask from you are two things, which is to hit that like button and to subscribe to the channel as well. Today's a Friday, so I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful day and then starting the weekend soon. So this is exactly what I'm talking about and why people are missing out in general. Let's just first take a look at the tweet. So this is a problem that we are currently having, right? The gas fees, and it is a prevalent problem in cryptocurrency in general, and I still think that it will be for some time. But of course, we are seeing other networks coming into play out here, and they are changing that. So we have from Nas NFT that it will be costing him $82 gas fees just to convert $83 of Pepe to ETH. You can see over here we have the transaction on Uniswap, and we have the ETH and the Pepe, and this is a network fee that he is going to basically be charged with. Now this is an absolute abomination. I mean, there is no point even confirming this kind of transaction at all, of course, because you only have that $1 difference, so it doesn't even make sense. It's not efficient, it's not economical, and this is eventually going to die down, right? A lot of people are starting to see this problem, and so because of this, people are therefore going to be looking at other networks elsewhere. So this is what saucerswap has said: as market activity ramps up, we are witnessing this narrative unfold in real time. Numerous users are confronting the harsh reality that engaging with legacy network necessitates spending sometimes hundreds of dollars per transaction, which no one wants to do, by the way, with the added risk encountering significant issues such as front running. On the other hand, fees on Hedera are fixed in US dollar and remain unaffected by fluctuations in network activity. So given the choice between paying $100 per transaction or just a few pennies, which option would you prefer? Obviously, this is a very easy question to answer because everybody would want to pay a few pennies, whether you like Hedera or not, or whether you are bullish or not for Hedera. And this underscores why Hedera DeFi is ideally positioned to capitalize on the rapid growth and adoption of Web3. So of course, we have seen a lot of growth in terms of saucerswap and their TVL, and it being one of the highest in the Hedera DeFi realm. However, a lot of people still don't know about this about Hedera at all, and so I do think we still have more growth to come. But this is literally it, guys. If you have saucerswap, or what happens that when it comes to transacting between the Hedera ecosystem tokens, is that it only costs a few Hbar. Let's say, for example, it even costs 30 or even 40 cents, even up to $1, right? Your gas fee would still be roughly around about $81 cheaper compared with doing it on Uniswap. And this is the thing that we really have to drill down to. Of course, we have the technology, we have so many other different factors at play here. However, the gas fees is always going to remain at top, especially with the users. So again, I thought that I'd highlight this to you because a lot of the masses still don't know yet. Hbar Foundation, we have this tweet saying that on Hedera, anyone, anywhere can create a token in minutes. And this is particularly important, right? Because you want to be able to have the tools in order for developers to be able to create those tokens, but make it easy for them as well. Utility tokens, NFTs, and meme coins, there's room for everyone. And for teams like Dovu definitely plays a core role in powering Dovu OS, and for others it's all a meme. And also we do know that within their Hedera ecosystem we do have the Kabbalah app. It is actually on their website, but you can create an NFT in minutes as well, and they do have a few. It's just that accessibility and the ease of how you are able to create that too. So this is Kabbalah, and you can see it is the wallet marketplace, tools and academy for Web3, and you have the launchpad, NFTs and wallets. Definitely check these guys out. From Solo Cisse, who is the founder of Calaxy app, we just have a short video over here of him telling Wall Street and the rest of America on NASDAQ. Guys, obviously you know how big that is in general, about how karate combat is revolutionizing the world of sports and the overall fan experience. So we're getting a bit more exposure, but this is going to be leading into their partnership between Calaxy and also with Karate Combat.
Actually fortunate to be a part of an advisor to Karate Combat, which is a sports league that's actually turned itself into a DAO, and people can actually vote on fighter. It's a combat sports league. They can vote on fighter matchups, and they can sort of play and gamify the sports experience in a way that sports betting previously wasn't really able to do in the same way, and giving control and power into the back into the hands of fans, which is really enhancing that fan experience in a way that creates even more fandom than was previously possible with the tools that existed in the world of Web 2.
And this leads into the partnership between the creators Calaxy and also with Karate Combat. So yesterday they just came out with this news saying that they're now awarding up to $20,000 in their native token to the top 2,000 Karate Combat players in the quest who also follow Karate Combat on Calaxy app. And to be included, all what you have to do are the following below, but it's pretty easy, right? You just have to have the Calaxy app wallet set up, then you have to follow Karate Combat on X by the 13th of March, receive a DM in Calaxy Messenger from Karate Combat, then enter the unique claim code before the March the 20th, and of course play the next 3 up-only gaming events on the Karate Combat app. And so it's definitely nice to see this giveaway between both of these that are within the Hedera ecosystem, partnering up 2 projects that I really like in general, one being the creator economy and the other being in the sports league. So do make sure that you are able to get your rewards. For Hashport, we had this update that came in yesterday. Just $2 million to go for Hashport in order to reach $50 million in volumes ported. So the current total volume right now is at $48 million. They are happy to play an integral role in supporting interoperability from the Hedera ecosystem, and comment with the day and time that you think Hashport will reach $50 million in total volume, and the closest guess will win 100 Hbar. So you do have a little bit of a competition over here. Pretty nice stuff, and head to app Hashport network to port your assets now. In order to reach that 50 million, I'm just going to have a look at my calendar right now. I'm going to be suggesting roughly around about maybe 20th of March at most, but if you can actually hit it earlier, I would definitely say the 15th of March, which is on a Friday. Let's take a look at this from Hbar Foundation. This is your chance to vote on the future of Deepin on Neuron World, and I've actually voted on this as well, so make sure that you guys get your vote in. The question is that they have a few ideas in their product roadmap after the MVP, and what would excite you the most. So we have 3 options over here, and the first option is the mobile app store node. So it will allow a range of use cases to be integrated into a mobile, and imagine demo car tracking and EV charging in the same app, along with quick pick delivery and flight tracking. Then number 2, we have the Raspberry Pi node, and this will allow you to connect your existing Deepin physical infrastructure into the Neuron network and also earn extra rewards. And then number 3, we have the web app for gig economy, and this app would be integrated into the Neuron Explorer, where you can list services that you provide, for example web design, car washing, consulting, and others can find you and procure your services as well. I do like all 3 of these different ideas. However, as you can see from the voting, currently we have 71.4% for the Neuron mobile app node. I think that's something that I would vote for, but I actually voted for the web app for gig economy because I do like that suggestion as well. And that comes in second place at 15.5%, and then for the Raspberry Pi node, it's coming at 13.1%. But make sure that you get your vote in. It's currently got 8.2k views so far. For the price action of Sols today, we are currently trading at 0.1897, so we are just below that 19-cent mark. We are down by 6.26% on the 1-day chart. For the 24-hour volume, we are down by 32.06%, and we are trading at $3.36 million. So if you remember from yesterday, we were trading quite nicely. Over here, we were at 0.207. So we were at that 20-cent mark. Now we've come down by roughly around about 2 cents. And then we did go to 0.2033. Now this is where we just had that little bit of a dip. The lowest that we actually went to was 0.1883, but still not that bad, because on the 7-day chart we've just witnessed that pullback. That's really all what it is. I wouldn't really call it a massive dump at all. But on the 2nd of March we did start at 0.2249. Then we took this dip to 0.1826. We did actually come back up and we went to 0.2135, and then we took another massive dip again to 0.772, and then headed off to 0.2126 just yesterday. On the 1-month chart though, we are still up quite nicely. We are up by 120.75%. So don't forget the fact that we hit the all-time high of 23 cents, and then we went to 20 cents, and now we are below that, but still we are pretty high in general. I did say that we could potentially be retracing back to 16 cents for source. If we do see a bit more upside, then we could have possibly seen the 25-cent mark, but we have now retraced back and we're just dipping below that 21-cent mark, but still we're only roughly around about 2 or 3 cents off from the 20-cent price target. Let's have a look at the price action of Hbar today. We are currently in 31st place when we're usually at 32nd, so we are trading at 0.132. On the 1-day chart we are down by 4.1%. I saw that Hbar was nearing to that 14-cent mark. It was actually at 0.138, so we have now come down by a bit into the lower levels of 13 cents. On the 1 week chart though, we are up by 12.1%. We started the week off at 0.116 and then we went to 0.113. We did actually run to 0.124 and then we came back down to 0.106, but you can see this little run that we had from this price all the way to 0.137. Really nice stuff, because my next price target for Hbar was 15 cents. Now we are still just at that 13-cent mark, so doing pretty good. On the 1 month chart we are up by 81.3%. I want to see Hbar go to 15 cents if it is still able to run. If it's not and we see some retracement, then we could possibly be looking at that mid-range of 10 cents. Guys, if you want daily Hedera Hbar coin news, subscribe to the channel and like the video as well.